Welcome back once again to 60 Minutes to Lose on the Sega Master System. Good news today, we're playing Golden Axe. Bad news, it's the Sega Master System version. That was very loud. I apologize for that. I do that every time, you know? Who needs a sound check, sound test, anything like that? Nah, we do it live. Published by Sega, developed by Sega, to nobody's surprise. Yeah, this is what we're looking at here. Oh, no. Well, this will give us a, what am I looking to say here? This will really make the Genesis version feel even better. Okay, well, let's just begin, I suppose. Yeah, this is really not a game that was designed with 8-bit systems in mind, to say the least. Although, you know, the fact that they kind of got the pseudo 3D, you know, walk up and down, left and right thing down. I don't know if they got it down, but they got it in some capacity, at least. Okay, yes, that's right. We push both buttons to use our magic. Admittedly, that's probably a massive waste of it right there, but you know, I just wanted to verify if I was doing it right. Well, so far, it's very choppy. I feel like my inputs might do something some of the time. Okay, yep, perfect. Get hit by the thing. Can I ride it? I should be able to ride it, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it bucked. Either it bucked me off or I got smacked off. I'm not sure. I don't really know what I'm doing in this game, you know. Oh no, I got hit off again. Okay, well, maybe forget mounting that thing. We'll just carry on, swinging our sword the normal old-fashioned way. Now notice it didn't even give me a chance to choose a character. I'm not sure if I just skipped something or if you genuinely only get one chance, and it's as this guy. Oh, come on. No. Get back here. Yeah, I was gonna say I need more than that. Give me the magic, man. Oh, no health, just magic? That's fine. It's something. Yeah, it's, oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, there we go. Maximum death. With that full magic bar. What was I gonna say? I don't even know. You know, it's a classic game, just made not at all to its full potential here. This is the point where we're being teased with the fact that the Genesis exists right now in the current chronology of the Master System. It's like, hey, you know, it's out there. You can play it, but you gotta get through the bad ports first. I don't even know if it's necessarily a bad port. I mean, it's more. Dang, man, it's kind of more so exactly what you would expect for a port, you know? Like, no one's gonna... Oh, no. No one's gonna look at the Master System version of Golden Axe and expect a full 16-bit experience. At least I hope not. Come on. Yeah. Give magic. Well, we got some. That's something. Death Adder, our sworn enemy, is in his castle. To get there, you must go through the Toidal village. I will try. First, I will kill this, what I assume is either an orc or a goblin, or a hybrid of both. We call them gorks. Yeah, this is like a peak they tried kind of game. They put their efforts in to try to bring a cheaper version to those less affluent. And you know, I'm sure if you were a real young kid, you didn't know any better, this would probably fool you. Believe me, I played some real inferior versions of games back in the day. Oh, now we've been toasted. Yeah, well, there we go. This is the mount I was thinking of, the one that breathes fire. Yeah. Now we're unstoppable. I remember one of the worst examples was, remember Spider-Man 2, the game that, like, revolutionized how Spider-Man's movement could work in video games? Well, it had a PC version, but I hesitate to call it a version. It was more like an entirely different game, and it was a bad game at that. You couldn't swing freely, you had to, like, point your mouse at predetermined points where you could shoot web at, and that was how you moved. Like, that was all the, that was the entire movement system. So, it was a totally linear game, you know, you basically just swung in what were basically corridors with a blue sky for a skybox instead of, you know, a regular ceiling. And I didn't have the full game. I did eventually get the full Spider-Man 2 game for the GameCube, which, you know, was a fine enough version. It was a fully intact port. But I played the demo for the PC version because it was all we had. And I was like, you know, it's not as good, but it's fine, I guess. When you're a not so well off kid, you learn to appreciate anything that comes your way. Oh look, that's the level. Hey, will you give me health? You're a different colored goblin. You will give me health. Strongly appreciated. Wish I would have hit you a second time though. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle took you south, across the sea. Indeed. Oh no. They're back. They're back! A dinosaur's tale. Or was it a dinosaur story? I don't remember. I was never into it. Can all you stop, maybe? Oh god. Okay, so this mode isn't so great. It takes a long time to actually get a fireball off. It just kind of sits there and then finally pukes. Oh, good. We have continues. I don't know how many continues, but at least one is good. Why am I not? Ah, there we go. There we go. I'm trying to think of other inferior versions to games that I played. See, the main thing was, you know, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't have any, like, consoles either as a kid. Well, not strictly true. I did, eventually. But I didn't, like, grow into them or anything like that, you know? The first one I got was a Game Boy Advance. I can't remember how old I was when I finally got that, maybe, like, 13. Something like that. And that was a big deal, you know? That was a paradigm shift for me. And, oh, come on now. After that, my brother and I had saved up all of our lawn mowing money for a GameCube. We ordered one on eBay for $75, I believe it was. And then we finally got a PlayStation 2 for Christmas one year. And that was a big deal too, you know. I mean, you know, yeah, people of the GameCube, people of Nintendo, but that PS2 library could not be missed, man. We had Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Christmas Day, and that was like, gimme, gimme, gimme. So yes, big deal. Now, I can think of one inferior version that I played. A lot of the games that I grew up playing, I played at my grandma's house, whom my uncle lived with, and he had, you know, a PlayStation 2, an NES, Super Nintendo. He had all kinds of great stuff. It was always fun. And on the PS1 he had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. The PS1 version, which is, indeed, a downgraded port, because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 also came out on the PS2, mind you. I have that version. It's on my shelf. Oh, no. Let's just call down some hell here. I don't know if that was effective at all, but here we are. And yeah, it was It was a mostly intact experience. The physics felt fine. It was missing a couple songs. The graphics weren't as good, and I think some of the levels were designed a little bit differently than the PS2 version, just due to, you know, not being able to be as large. But it was still a plenty fine game. It was very fun. But that's more, you know, a testament to how well designed the Tony Hawk games are than anything else. For a change, I don't need any health, so I will smack the magic goblins. Okay, well, you know, I got like one good hit on each of them. The castle is near, but the way is blocked by enemies. You must battle across the Fiend's Path to reach Death Adder's castle. I'll do it. Say the word and I'll do it. I found that, you know, you really can't go wrong with the jump spam. This appears to be kind of the undeniable move of the game. Nobody will stop you if you do this. So, speaking of, you know, PlayStations and all that, how about that PlayStation Showcase today? Some good stuff there. Not as much pure gameplay as I typically like in those kinds of events, but some very intriguing announcements either way. Getting a Knights of the Old Republic remake, which is a big deal. Interesting that it's in the PlayStation Showcase, and I think is going to be console exclusive to PlayStation, considering the first two Knights of the Old Republic were Xbox games. They are also coming out for PC as well, so don't you worry, you PC gamers. Which, I mean, I'm playing on my PC right now. I have a gaming level PC. I just, you know, sometimes I just prefer playing on my consoles. It depends on the day. But that's big. I don't know if they're trying to make it, you know, like a kind of one-to-one remake, or if they're gonna plan on giving it the Final Fantasy VII treatment. I personally kind of hope it'll be the Final Fantasy VII treatment. Not because I dislike the original Knights of the Old Republic, but because I just think there's a lot of potential with those kind of reimagining remakes, you know? It feels like a much more justified purchase when you're not just buying the same thing but prettier. At least I think. You're free to tell me that I can suck eggs and I am wrong. That's fine. But for the most part, I think that's kind of the way to go, and I would love to see that be adopted more. Let's waste some magic because it's fun. I like how it doesn't even kill them all. It just knocks them all over. And then I die instead. Beautiful. Okay, well, we get one continue. We have learned that now. Your strength, 44. Great. I got a C. Alright, one continue. That's good to know. Let's try with the fire magic, eh? See how that treats us. Well, I guess I'll just, you know, abuse... I was gonna say, I guess I'll just abuse the jump spam attack, but, you know, I got sucked up by that enemy before I can make it happen. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic remake, that was big. They showed the first gameplay footage for God of War Ragnarok, which, of course, everybody and their dog is excited for, rightfully so. Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which is great, because Miles Morales, I thought, was a bit of a disappointment. I mean, it was still fun, but it was like, same game map, same game everything, basically the same game with a mildly different storyline. Thanks. I cannot be, like, losing this much health this soon. It's nasty stuff. Even more intriguing, though. Come on. They stunlock you big time. Even more intriguing, Marvel's Wolverine. Got into a very small argument on the internet with some person who said, I was really hoping for an X-Men game rather than a Wolverine game. And I was like, well, okay, understandable. And this is why it's not really an argument. I mean, we weren't trying to, like, convince each other of or against anything. But it was, I basically said, hey, we've gotten Wolverine games before. No, he said that. He said, we've gotten Wolverine games before. And I was like, okay, true. But I said, look at the Avengers game. Look at how well that didn't pan out. I think trying to release a full-blown X-Men game could result in an experience very similar to the Avengers game, where you know, you got too many cooks in the kitchen, you have less specialized gameplay. It's like, hey, let's try to make 6 characters feel decent rather than make one character feel perfect. Oh man, dying again. I don't think I'm doing particularly better in this attempt right here, by the way. You know, I'm hardly playing. I'm not even talking about the game. I don't know what there is to talk about, right? I'm slashing enemies and I'm running around and jumping. That's it. Oh, come on. And attacked from off screen. Brutal. Anyway, I believe that making it a game focused purely around Wolverine gives the much better opportunity to excel at a specific thing rather than trying to shoehorn a bunch of characters into it. Wow, okay. Use my continue on level 1. That's a bad sign. Let's pop some magic, just to see what level 1 flame magic looks like. Yeah, they're both alive still. Come on, man. So I think focusing on one character is better, but he was like, yeah, no, we've already had Wolverine games. I'm like, yeah, but like, when was the last one? X-Men Origins Wolverine for the Xbox 360? If you're gonna try to tell me that you think that this game made by Insomniac and released like exclusively on the PS5 is gonna be on the same level as X-Men Origins Wolverine, well, that's kind of a depressing thought. Like, it's almost gotta be better than that, right? What else? Oh, come on, man. Gran Turismo 7 gameplay, which, I know, that's very much a game where either you care a lot or you don't care at all. I have a racing wheel, I play Gran Turismo Sport right now, so naturally I'm very excited for Gran Turismo 7. UI looks pretty much exactly identical to Gran Turismo Sport. Basically, it seems like it's Gran Turismo Sport fused with the more traditional Gran Turismo style. If you're not familiar with Gran Turismo, you don't know what I'm talking about, usually, I'm just kind of laughing at the music right now. It sounds like an immigrant song. Anyway. Yes, traditional Gran Turismo games revolve around the basic gameplay loop of you, the player, competing in races to earn money so you can upgrade your car, so you can buy better cars, so you can complete harder races. Gran Turismo Sport doesn't do that. Gran Turismo Sport is like, hey, you just kind of buy some cars and then compete in races using those cars, and you know, it's basically, it strips the game of its more simulation aspects. Well, not I shouldn't say simulation, because it's still a very, I don't want to call it a sim racer, because all the real sim racers who play like iRacing will like kill me. But it strips out the more, you know, management aspects of Gran Turismo. I'm gonna game over real early, and I'm not proud of it. But yeah, that's one thing sorely missed in Gran Turismo Sport, which makes sense. They had intended for it to be much more of a almost esports-based multiplayer experience, where the focus is more on online races than it is on, you know, buying cars. You still buy a lot of cars, don't get me wrong. Alright, let's see what level 2 fire looks like. Oh, look at that! Look at those cute little firemen. They're still alive. Alright, well, that's it. Game over on level 2. Really bad. Really, really bad. I don't know what I did to, you know, lose it so much there. Man, I wish you could play as not just this guy. Alright, Earth Magic. So be it. I gotta, you know, try to play better here. Yeah, how's that for playing better? Those were the real heavy hitters of the PlayStation thing. I'm trying to think of anything else that was exciting. There were a bunch of other, you know, like cool looking games, but unless I like describe the trailers second for second, it's not going to mean anything because they're new properties, which I'm always for. I enjoy seeing new IPs, new settings. I think people get a little remake happy sometimes, and I understand why. Remakes typically do very well. Obviously, I just mentioned the Knights of the Old Republic remake as a selling point, so, you know. Can I attack you, please? Ooh, I got a lot out of it. I could get a full level Earth spell off here before I die, maybe. Come on. Okay. Not good. Not good. I don't like how it turns around every time you attack. So you gotta turn right back around to get into... Oh no! Okay, this is where we pop this. It's not quite full level Earth. Oh, but look at that. Meteors from above. Surely nobody could survive. They survived. Ah, the shoulder rush. Jeez. Look how they take 2 points off your health if they hit you once. I mean, understandable, they're huge hammers. Oh my god, please don't. Let's try to not use a continue on level 1 this time, huh? I can promise nothing, apparently. There we go. Okay, well, at least we didn't use the continue. That's kind of heavy bargaining right there. At least I wasn't the literal worst. It's a little consolation, gotta say. Get out of my face, goblin thing. It's Master System Golden Axe, you know? What do you want from me? Yeah, that was kind of another thing that, you know, the Game Boy Advance was big for, was giving you watered-down ports of other games, but trying to act like it was still, like, a big deal. Although, I don't know if that's even true, because there were a couple very ambitious ports that it did that actually turned out okay. Like, Doom 1 and Doom 2 on the Game Boy Advance are not bad ports. They're not as good as, you know, the original PC version, shock and awe. But they're certainly not lazy. Oh, come on, man. Dude. Well, that was something. And I guess most of the other occasions, they usually didn't even try to, like, directly port games to the Game Boy Advance. They usually made completely new games in their own right. Like, you played Turok Evolution on the Game Boy Advance. It's not the same game as Turok Evolution on the GameCube. Not even remotely. Game Boy Advance Turok Evolution is a side-scrolling platformer action game. Not a first-person shooter. So, you know, I'm thinking that maybe it's not fully accurate to say that the Game Boy Advance was full of inferior ports, because most of the time, if a game came out for Game Boy Advance as well, it was a different game. Only one piece of meat. Why couldn't you give me more, man? Oh, I could have gotten a second swing on the Mana Goblin had I paid attention. But I didn't pay attention, and so here we are. Oh, I don't even want this thing. This is not a very good mount. And now, unfortunately, I have to get hit just to get off of it. Oh, no. Don't get back on it. It's a trap. No! It's my... I'm dead. Take another example. Duke Nukem Advance. You'd be forgiven for assuming that it is a port of Duke Nukem 3D. But you'd also be wrong. Let's try this Tier 2 Earth Magic. Oh, okay, it's just the Tier 3, but not slightly less impressive. And it still doesn't kill all the creatures. All the enemies. Magic seems, like, really weak in this game, actually, you know? Come on. Turn around, man! Yeah, this isn't very good. Wasn't expecting it to be good. But yes, Duke Nukem Advance is a first-person shooter, And it is very similar looking to Duke Nukem 3D, but if you'll play it, you'll realize none of it is identical. It is a completely original game for the Game Boy Advance. And you know what? They did a bang-up job with it. As bang up a job as you can do with a Game Boy Advance first-person shooter. Oh my god, this is... this is another of those games that gets worse the more you play it. Every second that I spend with it, I just become more frustrated and realize that you can't actually do anything. It's so slow and choppy. Like, you can't get you can't finesse it. You just get caught in there, stun lock, triple shots, which, I mean, all that really is it's a single shot, because when you take 3 shots from them like that, you only lose 1 bar of health. Difference is, it feels much more frustrating to get hit 3 times and not be able to move than it does to just get hit 1 time and lose a block of health. Facts. That's an objective truth. If your opinion's wrong, I'm sorry. Your opinion just wasn't objective enough. I don't think I got this far previously, though. Oh, no, yeah, I did. This is actually exactly how far I got. And there we go. Game over. We had an even worse strength score, though. That sucks. Did we get further last time? I don't know. Sure, fire, I guess. That's all we can do is just, you know, try again. Oh, come on. You mean to tell me that I just threw his buddy into him and then he just attacked me through it all anyway? I mean, I get it. It's understandable. It's how these games operate. Yeah, the Master System... Ah, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. That was a mistake. The Master System, certainly not winning any awards on the beat-em-up front, I would say. I mean, I know that most of the great beat-em-ups came out in 16-bit anyway, but even the NES, you know, it had Battletoads. It had the superior Double Dragon. It had Battletoads and Double Dragon. It held a lot of stuff over the Master System's head, you know? Sega couldn't sleep at night seeing the pure lineup that Nintendo had for beat-em-ups. And this was the best that they could do. Now again, I almost feel like I can't be too rude to it, because trying to do a whole, like, multi-plane beat-em-up like this on such old hardware is ambitious. And it's ambitious as heck. Dang it. But ambition alone won't get you anywhere. Half the ZX Spectrum ports out there were ambitious too, but they were also the worst things ever. So, you know, that's kind of where we stand. Alright, well, I'm dead again. Now maybe I'll get to the Genesis version of this game and I'll be like, hey, it's just as bad. Maybe. But I sincerely doubt that. There's no way it's just as bad. Maybe it still won't be my cup of tea, but it has to be an improvement. With having multiple characters you can choose, and, you know, running at a frame rate higher than whatever this is. No, don't. I was gonna say, don't you get hit by the big hammer. I don't even know. Neither of us are accomplishing anything here. Alright, he has accomplished something. He has finally hit me. Come on, man. What else can I talk about instead of just staring at a screen blankly while I'm just getting manhandled by the Hammer Brothers? Finished the Queen's Gambit today. That was a real good show. You know, Netflix, they don't always knock it out of the park with their originals. Sometimes they'll put something out that just blows everyone's mind. Sometimes they'll put something out and everyone collectively scratches their heads and says, what the heck were you thinking with that one? Queen's Gambit? Very much a good one. High quality throughout. Good portrayal of chess, portrays it in a very positive light. Of course, how couldn't you? It's chess. It's already the most charismatic board game out there. Right next to Operation. No, good performances. Thoroughly enjoyed it. If you would like to watch it, the only thing I would say is do be aware the episodes are fairly lengthy. A couple of them clock in at over an hour. Really, it could have been multiple movies. But that doesn't make it worse. Certainly not. Quite the opposite. It gave it ample time to tell a story. You know, why do mini episode when few episode do trick? What do we got here? Ah, of course. My dude, the mana goblin. Alright, I don't need to torch you anymore. I've got a full mana bar. Now we can see what full level fire magic resembles. Terrible. It's like, it looks like I'm just kind of doing boneheaded things a lot of the time, but you gotta understand, these controls are very finicky when the game is performing at such a low level. Come on. Thank you. Nope! Don't hit me. Alright, well, I gotta use our continue there. I'm saving it for the skeleton, you know? Even though this might even be a nastier section of the stage than the skeleton. Ah, here it is. Okay, now, behold, max level fire magic. We have summoned a literal dragon. And they both died! It actually killed them! That never happens. Oh, come on. I only need one for a change. That's new. Come on. It's so frustrating, man. But yeah, Queen's Gambit, another show in the bank. Another thing I can say I have watched. Which I know it's not like a huge achievement to say I watched a television show or anything like that. But you know, I'm a man of hedonism, to say the least. I rely on the pleasures of life to get by. And I ain't no Epicurean hedonism either. No, I'm a very I don't want to say I'm a live in excess kind of person because I don't make excessive money or anything like that. I don't live an excessive life, but you know, I indulge. I indulge to the point where I can do so safely. I know some people out there who do not indulge at all. They're like, nope, my money is for saving so that when I am old, I will have more of it. And I'm like, yeah, but like, then you'll be old. It won't be fun to use anymore. All your joints will ache and you'll be like, dang it, why didn't I do this when I was younger? Oh, I guess, you know, you could make the same argument. You could say, oh, maybe you'll be older, you won't have as much money. You'll say, why didn't I save when I was younger? Could happen, I guess. Either one is a conceivable endgame. Come on, this screen, for some reason, things move exceptionally slow here, and it's really hard to do anything. Come on, it's just like so unresponsive right here. Too many graphics on screen at the same time, you know, too many graphics. Well, alright, we'll be going back into that fight with the two big boys with the exact same amount of health and lives that we usually go into it with, that being basically nothing. Oh, well, actually, we could even just not make it there at all. That's also possible. So, you know, Don't count your chickens before their eggs. That's how it goes. That's the saying. Don't at me. However, we never came here with this disturbing dinosaur thing before. It's not gonna help us, is it? Yeah, nope. I was hitting the attack button, and the dinosaur just kind of sat there, and he was like, "How about I don't? How about I just don't?" Okay, well, we have to pop our magic. I know it's a tiny, tiny, pitiful fire spell, but I have to do something. Well, yes, as predicted, it did nothing. In a time where I had to do something, I instead opted to do nothing, and I have once again failed at the exact same screen. At least I'm consistent, you know? Go back to Earth, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't give any awards to this version of Golden Axe. It's alright. Next episode, things should finally start picking up again. And if they don't, I'm gonna deflate. Just jump. Jump all day, I said, and then proceeded to not jump. Oh, okay, they both died. Thought I only saw one flickering corpse. Oh, he hit me. Of course. You know, what if I just escaped? What if I came up here? Ah, you can chase after me. Beautiful. Simply delicious. You saw me. I was hitting the button. But the game said no. No attacks for you. Like, you gotta press attack multiple times, it feels like, for something to register. A lot of the time. Which is actually how you make a game fun. People love adversaries in games, so if you make the controls an adversary on top of everything else, you're guaranteed to have a good time. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing before the other enemy spawns in. Like, that enemy is the one I'm talking about. Well, I'll just stay up here where you can't possibly hurt me. Oh, but you can, and you will. I tried to hit the attack button a little bit early to see if I could get something in. God dang it! It's just not very fun. A little bit of a problem. When the words "it's just not very fun" are uttered while playing a video game, there's a solid chance that maybe the game could have capitalized on some additional opportunities. Well, I'm definitely going to use my magic here. It's not a full magic bar, but I gotta try to not game over on level 1. It was a decent energy bar. Decent magic bar. And then you just get shoulder rush, you know? Shoulder bashed? I don't know what you want to call it, man. Oh, that's it. Okay, we dot it. Also known as we did it. Nice, picked up that second little magical potion before it completely despawned, you know, optimizing everything, bit by bit. Do the other two characters even play differently? They have to, right? Can't just be like, here, have a different sprite with all the exact same abilities. That would be a hack! By that I mean it would make the people who made the game hacks. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to convey here. Yeah, it's this music sounds like everything that uses that same melody. The other thing that immediately comes to mind is the Armitage 3 main theme. A relatively obscure anime OVA from Christmas past. Well, things are going okay this time. I mean, look at this. I just got hurt. That's good. I was kind of hoping that the dinosaur wouldn't run away, but, you know, we'll get another one right here. So I told ya. My memorization is hitting next level, you know? And just keep everyone off ya. Try to maintain this last life you have. Don't game over until I tell you you can game over. Unfortunately for the game, I'm never going to tell it that. I'm never going to say, okay, now's the time, lose. Okay, well, we have to fight the skeleton mano a mano with fisticuffs. We have lost that life. We still have a full continue, though. And we haven't used that continue. Remember, 0 lives counts as a life, mostly. Oh, no. The downward swipe. Oh, okay. We're alive. Crap. No! I wanted that last bit of magic. You bastards! You can't do this to me. And then this. Okay, yeah. This is where things always become terrible because this level is sin. Not sinful, I mean, it is sin. This is why we no longer live in the Garden of Eden. We actually did up until this year. All the strife in the world prior to that point, it's all just fiction. They made up fake history so that we wouldn't realize the truth. The saddest part is you could probably convince a couple people that that's true. There are people who would be absolutely on board with believing that. Maybe not specifically that golden axe is the cause of it all, but, you know, they're like, oh hey, everything you know is a lie. Up until recently, everything was perfect. And the world is rectangular. The world is a cube! My favorite theory. Much better than flat Earth, in my opinion. The world being a cube brings up so many possibilities. Like, you could stand on the corner of the world? How would gravity even work there? That would be odd, wouldn't it? The world is ring-shaped. You know, the good old Halo theory. Which isn't a theory, you know. Halo itself was just a purpose-built, ring-shaped planet. Well, we have a life and some magic left, so maybe we'll be able to make it past the big, tough goobers. Presto. Alright, well, you know, they're alive. They're alive. They're alive and well. You know when people say stuff like, I'm single and like ready to mingle? What about, I have shingles and ready to mingle? That'll get everybody interested in you. I guess I did get past them previously once before, didn't I? Because this is looking mildly familiar. I just don't pay attention to where I am, you know? I mean, what is there to pay attention to? You know, it's a very samey video game. Oh, that's right, because we had to fight this big man. That's right. And he's actually not that hard, as long as you just, you know, do this all the time. Never mind, he's impossible. Be gone. If the other enemy weren't here, it wouldn't be that bad, you know? There we go. Just gotta get him isolated and alone. Will you die? You kidding me? He's like, no, it is you who will die. Jesus! There, man. That was all unnecessary. That's right, and then we get this where I should get all of them, but I get none of them. Oh, I didn't pick up the other piece of meat, which I desperately needed. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm a mistake. Good. Ah, okay. What if I come up here? Ah, you follow me. Yes, makes sense. God. Why am I having such a hard time with the most basic-ass enemies in the whole game? Because I've psyched myself out, that's why. I realize I can take, like, one more hit. And that's got me all nervous. Ah, spooky! I'm gonna have a heart attack from this section right here. Just too much horror for me. Yo, who saw the story trailer for the new Peppa Pig game? I'm hyped. Hold on. It's that time again where my microphone stand tries to end it all by toppling over. I need to get a new one. Now it conceals my face, and it's great. But yeah, Peppa Pig, new game. Big excitement from everybody. However, they didn't even get the original voice actress for Peppa Pig, so actually it's garbage. Like, what kid is going to hear bootleg Peppa Pig and be like, oh yeah, that's Peppa. You can try to tell me that the kid won't care, but I don't know, I've been a kid. I remember playing Star Trek Armada and being like, this isn't the Borg's voice. And what the Borg sound like in every other Star Trek thing. Oh no, am I dead? Emergency! I don't know why I even bother. They're all fresh as daisies. Well, and then, wow, what a way to go out. I have not improved. Yeah, this is not very good. Again, at least it's not like I expected it to be. But you still prefer games to be good. I think when I was a kid, I always got Golden Axe and Golden Sun mixed up, which, you know, makes sense. They both have the word golden in them. They're both video games. Lots of similarities. I've heard that Golden Sun is, like, goated. I just have never gotten around to it myself. Maybe one day. But until then, I'm busy, you know, playing far superior games like Master System Golden Axe. Yeah! Oh, boy. When will the suffering end? I hope Mappy Land is a banger. It's... like, what can Mappy Land possibly be? Is it gonna be like the Super Mario Land of the Mappy universe? Who is into Mappy? Is kind of what I have to ask. Like, are there any die-hard Mappy fans out there? Like, not even necessarily of the game, I mean just like of Well, I accidentally did that. Of, like, the character as a whole, is anyone just, like, can't get enough Mappy, man? I mean, the answer is yes. There's always somebody who is super into the thing you think is weird. Not that I think Mappy's weird, I'm sorry. That was a rude way of putting it. If anything, Mappy is almost abnormally normal. It's a little mouse. That's it. I countered the big shoulder bash, but I don't have any magic, so I'm gonna die. Yeah, I knew I would die. I'm gonna use my continue and all of my lives, and game over on level 1 because these big men are just too difficult. Never mind, we beat them. We're the best. Hooray. We beat them in shameful fashion at that, too. Like, this... I'm not impressing anybody today. I can already tell. You don't gotta tell me. But, seriously, try it for yourself, because this game is just... it's so sluggish. Nothing feels more frustrating in a video game than feeling sluggish. The second you feel like you're out, that you don't have any control over what's going on, that's when the fumes start spreading through your anger veins. I read a real hilarious Clickhole article the other day. I know, that's where I'm at this point. That's all I can bring up. It was explaining the stages of birth. And you may not know this, but according to the article that I read, which has to be true because it was on the internet, the bottom half of the baby forms first, and it forms so that it can defend itself against birth apes by kicking the apes away. If you're unsure what birth apes are, they are, well, they're apes that invade the uterus to attempt to devour your fetus. If they cannot find a fetus to devour, they also maintain sustenance by slapping mosquitoes and then eating the mosquitoes' bodies off the floor. I believe all of this is scientifically accurate. Another great portion of it was like the very beginning part where they were talking about like fertilization and everything, how it takes about 9 weeks for all of the sperms to reach the egg, and the one wearing the crown wins. So whichever sperm has the crown will succeed. The rest of them continue to travel up the length of the woman's body and go to her brain and are recycled as new vocabulary words. Again, just... I was dying when I was reading this article. Like, that kind of humor, that was right up my alley. I always accidentally use my magic when I don't intend to. I try to do like a... Yeah, like that's what I try to do. I try to do a jump attack, and then in midair he's like, "By the power of Grayskull!" I have no power. Jeez, I'm bad. Jeez, I'm bad! We gotta fight Jack Skellington now, and we're just... I'm over it, you know? I was over it half an hour ago, which bodes not particularly well for its final place in the rankings. I always send my friends my top 10 and my top 10 and my bottom 10 of these games that I play, like for each of the consoles. They're gonna see Golden Axe on here and they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about, man?" I'll be like, no, you don't understand. I don't think it's gonna be in the overall bottom 10. Well, it might be, I don't know. And more so through virtue of, you know, the Master System's library being mostly okay. Because, yeah, this is not up to par. I'm sorry. If this was your favorite game growing up, I'm not going to apologize to you. Well, I will, but I'll only apologize because it was your favorite game growing up. Oh, ay. Interestingly enough, it's not the last time we will see Golden Axe on the Master System, but it is the worst time we will see Golden Axe on the Master System. Pretty sure. Just very dynamic gameplay here. Again, not what I intended. Anybody else? Oh yeah, you. Well, come on then. And now we can move on. Well, figured that would happen eventually. That's dumb. It's dumb. This game is dumb. Good lord, man. Huh. Golden Axe, Master System. I have to kill 2.5 more minutes. 3.5 more minutes. Oh, no. No, not even more. No. Guess I'll hop to it. The same level we've seen 100 times! That's alright, that's not a first for this series. It's okay, someday we're gonna hit the point where we're playing games that don't try to get you hung up on the same level over and over, and we'll eventually play games that say, hey, explore, see what we have to offer. What do I even mean by that? Oh, you know, stuff like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. No, don't get your hopes up for that. If that happened, we'd have to do a Sony series, and that would have to happen after the Sega series, and the Sega series contains a bunch of stuff, and, you know, I mean, maybe one day, but I'll be old with the gray in my hair by that point. I mean, didn't want you to, but go off, man. Oh yes, yeah, this is where this mount excels. When you got an enemy to either side of you. Okay, well, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye? Hello? Oh yeah, got a full suite of magic off of that. Beautiful stuff. Remember, the other person will spawn in if we walk too far to the right, so... Oh, never mind. That one's dead. No! No! Come on! The game's just no fun. Bring me back to the good old millipede days, right? Is this what being a boomer is like? I miss when everything didn't suck. That's the mind of a boomer. You just exist in a constant state of desiring to play millipede. That's it. I had no idea it was this tough. Get your little goblin sack near me. Incredible sentence. Yeah. You know, I feel like I've tried my best. I've done my due diligence. There's only so much you can do with a game that functions so loosely as this. And by that I mean functioning is a very loose definition. How do, like, I throw them? I do it sometimes, but I don't know how to consistently make that happen. I don't know. I'm not so worried about it because that's it. That's time. We're done. Okay, well, you know, it was about what I expected. This is not very good. Sorry, Golden Axe, you know, I mean, I know that you're a highly respected Sega property, but this is just not you in your best days, and I'm sorry. I know you probably think that if I can't deal with you at your worst, then I don't deserve you at your best, but frankly, it sounds like a you problem, Golden Axe. Oh, well, I'm hoping, you know, it'll get better. And it will get better. I am almost certain of it. Our next Master System game is a game that I have heard hyped up in the comments section from other people that I know. It will be Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. The final Alex Kidd game on the Master System. It almost has to be better than High Tech World. Guaranteed. So anyway, join me for that. I'm sure it'll be a time and a half. Until then, thank you so much for watching. As always, we'll catch you next time.